Hi there, Elwood City sports fans, along with Avonworth Antelope fans. Welcome into Plum High School softball stadium here down at the Plum High School. A good little journey down Interstate 79, about an hour drive or so from Elwood City. A good one here, folks. Just finishing up was Riverside and Bentworth. We'll jump right into that score. Riverside officially defeats Bentworth 4-3, so they will be the third place team in the 2A bracket. That just wrapped up here about 15-20 minutes ago. And if you see on your screen, yes, there is rain on the forecast. If you're checking your forecast at home, it's supposed to be like this for the next, 4.5 hours. So stick with us, bear with us. We do have the camera out in the pouring rain here, but either way, we've got captain meetings as we bring you live coverage of the WPIAL third place consolation game. It's the Elwood City Wolverines taking on the Avonworth Antelopes. Two teams that are very familiar with each other, not only this year, but in the past couple of years. Avonworth making some big runs for WPIALs and winning 3 titles within the past couple of years, 2019, 2022, and 23. On the flip side, Elwood City, it's been a little bit since they've had a WPIAL title, 2017, but they are familiar to playoffs, and specifically this field. Just last year, they took on in the semifinals the Ligonier Valley Rams in a fortunate 1-0 loss. Pitching duel last year, just here, about 365 days ago. Brad Windhorst alongside my dad, Dave Windhorst, helping us out here. We got a nice setup, and we got to give credit right off the bat to the game manager, Justin, here for Plum High School, helping us out, setting us up. We were able to set everything up, including the canopy, so we're dry nonetheless, but we slid everything up, got the power going, and we were on the air, ready to go for this one. Once again, they have the captain meetings in front of you on the screen. Again, you can catch this live stream as well as others on our website, www.ecwolverines.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the whole works. And, folks, we're starting to wind down. Track and field's in the books. Boys tennis is in the books. Baseball officially wrapped up for Elwood City as they will have the WPIAL Championships the next couple of days. But we do still have softball for the Wolverines. This is a do-or-die situation for both these teams, as in the 3A softball, they only take the top 3 teams. So this game will determine who will officially move on to state playoffs. So both teams looking to make a little bit of a run here late in the season. Overall, the Antelopes coming to play 15-5, 7-3 in section play. Elwood City 11-9, 7-3. Both these teams in the same section. The advantage goes to the Wolverines. They were 2-0 in the regular season, for that matter. They did split overall records 7-3 and 7-3, but you got to give credit to Avonworth. They did defeat the Mohawk Warriors and gave them the only blemish during the regular season. But both these teams are familiar. Both games went to Elwood City, a 5-3 victory and an 11-2 victory. And that's why Elwood City got the 3 seed and Avonworth got the 4 seed. They usually say it doesn't really matter, but in reality, today-wise, it just means that Elwood City will be batting last in this one if it goes the full 7. So throughout the evening, we'll talk about both teams, and we'll feature the Avonworth lineup here. Again, projected lineup. This may be a little bit different. We're going to look at the screen here. Yep, it is a little bit different. Leading off will be Sydney Savitt, somebody that we're going to be talking about for the next couple of weeks for sure in her senior go at it. Next will be number 20, so a little bit of a flip there. Emma Obersteiner will be in second. Batting third will be number 19, that being Abby Brooks. Number 10, batting in fourth, that will be Jayla Jones. Number 14 is next, Alexandra Eberhardt. 6, that will be Alexi Savitt. 8, Reese Long. 21, and that's going to be Allie Linhart. She's also on the mound. And then the flex will be number 7, batting for Avonworth. As we are about ready to go here, Elwood City will be wearing their black and blue and white pinstripe jerseys with the white undergarments. On the flip side, Avonworth will be wearing their red bottoms and gray tops as we get to see those red, white, and gray jerseys, something that's very unique to Avonworth Antelopes. So first up is Sydney Savitt, doing some really good damage throughout the season and heavily recruited, I believe, going to Ryder, Division I team at the softball level. First pitch here from Amber McQuistion is a ball. It's a ball 1-1-0 count here. Second pitch right there, right down the middle, called strike, evens the count 1-1. Again, both these teams in Section 2, both had to take on Mohawk Warriors as that team will officially be in the championship game. And a nice play by the first baseman, number 31, Sarah Schwartz, for the first out. It's in foul territory, but right against the fence line, reaches up. A nice first out for the Lady Wolverines. Head coach for the Avonworth Antelopes is Jenna Muncie. Again, not their first time looking at the WPIAL playoffs. They had titles in 19, 22, and 23. First pitch of this bat is ball one, and at the plate is number 20. That being, once again, that is Emma Obersteiner. She will be playing catcher today for the Antelopes. Nice off-speed pitch there, catches Emma off guard for even count here, 1-1. Last time against the Wolverines, Emma is 0-6 in those two games played between the two teams. Not many stats, unfortunately, for Avonworth. We did not really have any access to Game Changer and nothing reported on Max Prep. So we do apologize ahead of time for anything stats-wise for Avonworth. It's going to be basically just 2 games worth. Good contact there down to the third baseline. Throw to first, up and over the first baseman. So unfortunately, that'll go down as an error on the third baseman there for the Wolverines, that being Kaylee Palumbi. So that'll plate Emma Obensteiner at first. Again, folks, just the one camera angle today with the rain. Although it has kind of calmed itself a little bit, it's kind of stopped, but the radar does say rain pretty much from here on out the rest of the evening. So up next is number 19, that being Abby Brooks for the Antelopes. First pitch, ball one there. Abby Brooks, 1 for 6 in her 2 games against Elwood City during the season. Avonworth the last time out, a 9-6 loss to South Park, and a good battle there. Both times, or 3 or 4 different times, South Park had a 4 or 5 run lead, and Avonworth battled back. A couple home runs. In fact, 2 home runs, 2 2-run home runs is what got the Lopes close. Backhand there by the shortstop, unfortunately not in time. Tough play there with the turf and the wetness. And that'll be right to Luke Morelli's glove. So indirectly, that'll put runners now first and second with only 1 out. So up next is going to be number 10. That's Jayla Jones, playing right field for the Antelopes. Jayla on the season 1 for 7 against Elwood City. That's a number you're going to hear a lot. 0 for or 1 for. Got to give credit to Amber McQuistion. She has pitched this team very well. First pitch swing there. It's going to be contact. It's going to bounce foul once they touch it. There it is. So foul ball there. That'll be a strike there, pitched by McQuistion. Thought about if they could get over in time and maybe catch it for a strike, but unfortunately that did not happen. Again, the wind's starting to pick up here a little bit as well. So again, that brings up Alexandra Eberhardt, or sorry, Jayla Jones. So I got a little too ahead of myself there. I'll make the count now even 1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch, right back, line up the middle, base hit, contact. Center field, Levere is going to have trouble with it, and that's going to plate at least 1. Runner advances to third, and no throw to second, so now it's going to be with 1 out. A run scored by Avonworth, and now second and third, they're in business. So in the early going here, Lady Wolverines defense, unfortunately, suffering a little bit in the rain. And unfortunately, that's been the book on Elwood City. They have pitched well and hit well. Unfortunately, they have not played defense as well as they should be. So that will now bring up, once again, number 14. That's Alexandra Eberhardt, second baseman here for Avonworth. 0 for 6 in the 2 games played. Pitch there, called strike, makes it back even 1-1. So it looks like we are officially ready to go here behind home plate. Rain kind of dampening the spirits here in terms of attendance via fans, but nonetheless, we do have a game. We do have, well, we have one fan in the bleachers, and literally one fan in the bleachers is just enough to make us do our job. Pitch there down low makes it even once again, now 2-2. Elwood City their last time out, a 12-2 loss in the 6 innings against the number 2 seed Mohawk Warriors. As a nice pitch there for strike 3 by McQuistion. She'll strike out Eberhardt for the second out. That Mohawk team was very spirited in that one at Neshannock last Friday, and it was a close game early, 5-1 late, and then all of a sudden the door just opened wide open for Mohawk. First pitch there, ball 1, and that's going to be number 6. That's Lexi Savitt, third baseman for Antelopes. Lexi on the 2 games, 0 for 5 against Elwood City. That pitch there called a strike, and that's been the theme so far in all these batters. 1-1 counts from McQuistion. Here's that 1-1 pitch, fouled out of play, and makes the count 1-2 in favor of Amber McQuistion. Got to give credit to Avonworth here. A couple players sporting the short sleeves with no undershirt. It is pretty cold, just 60 degrees on the computer, but it does not feel like it. And it looks like a check swing there by Savitt. That'll, once again, even the count 2-2 here. As the rain starts to pick up once again. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners second and third. That one found out of play. So Savitt will see another pitch here. One nothing early going in this one. Couple base hits and there's the difference. This one's going to hang up for Levere in center field. She dives. Unfortunately, she misses it. That's going to plate both runners, and that'll be basically a double there for Lexi Savitt. And just like that, it's quickly 3-0 Avonworth. Fortunately for the Wolverines, you get that 2-2 pitch, 1 pitch away from ending with a 1-0 deficit. It's now 3-0. So up next for the Antelopes, that'll be number 8. That's Reese Long, left fielder for Avonworth. In those 2 games against Elwood City, 0 for 3. Up there, so that's going to plate another run, and now the second run comes in, and just like that, folks, it's 5-0 Avonworth. Oh boy. And this is not going well for Elwood City. Wow. And I think we're going to have a courtesy runner here, potentially. As that was number 21, Allie Linhart, the pitcher, helping herself out. Yep, we're going to have a courtesy runner. That'll be number 9. That's going to be Natalie D'Ambrosio. So Natalie will take over there at first base. And if you're Elwood City, all things not going well in terms of the defense. On the screen now is the lineup here for Elwood City. On the mound is Amber McQuistion, 11-9 on the season, a 2.31 ERA. Before that Mohawk game, it was 2.01, and she had battled very well during the season. Leading off for Elwood would be Lena Lucarelli, batting over 500. Felino, Beck, Schwartz, McQuistion, Prestapine, Palumbi, Levere, and then Caitlin Kreitzer to finish out for Elwood here once we get to the bottom of the first. So, back to the game here. Top of the first here. 5 runs come across for the Lopes. And they're looking for more. First pitch swinging there. It's going to go into foul territory, I believe, here. That'll be strike 1. At the plate is number 2, Gabby Interthal. Playing the defensive position-wise, and the flex for Mila Azen, number 7. Pitch up high. Evens the count, 1 apiece. Avonworth, the 4 seed in this year's tournament, but again, folks, 2023 champions, 2022 not only did they win the WPIAL, as that's line drive base hit here down the left field line. So another single and base hit, put runners now first and second. In 2022, Avonworth also went the distance in the state championship. They won the 3A championship in a 7-2 victory over Harrisburg there. So this Avonworth Antelope team, if you're a senior, you have not only won one, but 2 WPIAL titles, and that's the case. Avonworth got 5 seniors. That could be the difference today. First pitch of this at-bat as we head back to the top of the lineup. So Avonworth has batted it around. We go back to Sydney Savitt, and again, no pushover. Pitch outside for ball 1, evens the count. I wouldn't doubt she's right around that 500 mark herself, batting on the season. There's the 1-1 pitch from McQuistion. Good contact. This is going to hang up and drop in the gap here. That may plate 2 runs. We'll see if they send the second one. Here comes one. It's now 6-0. They are going to send the second, and she comes across, and just like that, it's 7-0 Avonworth. And, folks, we haven't hit a half inning. Wow. My goodness. Whew. It may be raining on our parade right now, but it's not for the Antelopes. I think Antelopes do like the rain. They like the outdoors at least, and so far it's been working. 7-0 off-speed pitch there, strike 1. As we head to the second batter of the lineup, that's number 20, Emma Obersteiner. And it's kind of crazy to think that she's 0 for 1 already, but the fact that this is her second at-bat, we haven't left the top of the first inning. That one called a strike. Makes count 0-2 now for McQuistion. Off-speed pitch there, strike 3, and that'll end the top of the first, but not before Avonworth comes across the board, not once, not twice, but 7 runs. So far, box score-wise, 7 runs on 4 hits, and if you're an Elwood fan watching Game Changer, this is very accurate. Elwood City, 7 errors in that first inning. All 7 runs unearned. Yikes. So again, folks, we'll show the bracket here. This is the third place consolation game down here at Plum High School. Local time, first pitch was right around 6:01 or so. So starting on time very well. The 2A consolation game finished before us. That was Riverside. They defeated Bentworth 4-3. And then if you look on your screen, the championship game for WPIAL's 3A level is set for Thursday, May 29th, 12 o'clock noon start time there at Cal U Lilly Field at Penn-West University. And again, those qualifiers, if you look right underneath there, you'll see PIAA qualifiers 1, 2, 3. So that means South Park Mohawk moving on. And then the winner of this game will be officially the third place team. And if you're an Avonworth fan, you're in the driver's seat early here, 7-0. So on the flip side for Avonworth here, we'll go with the small lineup here. On the mound for the Antelopes will be number 21, that being Allie Linhart, the pitcher. 0 for 2 against Elwood on the season with a 3.77 ERA against those 2 games, but she has been the workhorse for this Antelope team all season long, just like Amber McQuistion. Very similar numbers, and again, you defeat the number 1 or number 2 seed Mohawk Warriors during the regular season, you're doing something obviously correct. Here's the first pitch at the bat. Call it strike right down the middle. For the flip side, Elwood City Wolverines leading off will be number 11, that being Lena Lucarelli. The shortstop for Elwood, batting over 500 on the season and looking to finish up the season on a good note. That one fouled off to the right side, make it quickly 0-2 in favor of Linhart. Again, Elwood City wearing their black jerseys, blue numbers, and white pinstripes. Kind of a nice little new tradition for Elwood City Wolverine sports. Football with the black jerseys, baseball and softball all kind of chiming in with those black jerseys. Nice little offset. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. She was late on that one there, and that'll be the first out of the inning for Avonworth Antelopes. So up next for Elwood City, that'll be number 15. That's Crystal Felino, second baseman for Elwood, batting .288 going into that Mohawk game. Again, all of our stats are right before the Mohawk game. Fortunately, those stats have not been entered on Max Preps. First pitch here on the at-bat, up high for ball one. A 1 count here, down in, sorry, 1-0 count down in the turf, makes the count 2-0. Avonworth, at the end of the regular season, they finished winners 6 of 7 to close it out in the regular season. They also averaged over 9 runs during the regular season. That is a number that is pretty good. Pitch up high for ball 3. So Elwood is looking for their first runner of the game. Again, this is one of the 3 remaining teams. Mohawk will play South Park on Thursday at noon. That one's called strike, makes count now 3-1. 4 teams made it. Hopewell was eliminated basically in the early going first round in a sense. And they lost to Southmoreland 10-9 in the early going. Mohawk defeated Southmoreland in the second round. Contact there to the shortstop. Nice play, throw to first, and plenty of time. A nice play by Sydney Savitt for the second out. Avonworth started their season 6-1, and they made a trip down to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach there for the Ripken experience there, and they came out really good record of 6-1 in those 7 games played there. Up next for Elwood City, that'll be number 3, Alexis Beck, batting .410 on the season, playing in left field for Elwood City. There's the 0-1 count. Off-speed pitch up high, missing, makes count even 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high again, missing. Makes a count 2-1 in favor of Beck. Again, folks, you're catching this. Rain and wind picking up in this one. And that's going to be the theme all night long. And unfortunately, it sounds like it's going to play havoc for the WPIAL titles as well. Good contact. Nice play by the third baseman. Throw in time. Wow. What an arm there by the third baseman, Lexi Savitt. Savitt's on that left side making all the plays for the third out. We'll take a timeout with them, folks. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 7-0 Avonworth in the early going. All right, folks, welcome back into Plum High School here. If you missed the first inning, it went by real fast in favor of Avonworth. 7 of the 11 batters scored for Avonworth in that first inning, and they have an early lead here in this one. So we'll flip it around back to Avonworth here in the top of the second as Elwood was held without a hit and a run in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up number 19. It's Abby Brooks playing first base. So far today, 0 for 1. Good contact there to the shortstop. Nice play by Luke Relly. Throw to first, a little high, but the foot does touch the bag for the first out of the inning. And folks, if you've not played on turf before that is wet, it does change the impact. Usually the ball will skip and jump and high off the turf. Now it's wet, it's going to be a skid mark, and you got to be very careful. Up next for Avonworth, that'll be number 10. That's Jayla Jones, right fielder. 1 for 1 today. Pitch right there, right down the middle. Called strike one. Favor McQuistion. McQuistion, a junior here for Elwood City. Really good record the past 2 years. I believe it was like 15-6 last year and 11-9 this year. Good contact. It's going to be a tough play. It's going to drop for a base hit right on the Plum logo there in the middle of center field. So another base hit there for the Avonworth Antelopes. Jayla Jones. So now batting will be number 14. That's Alexandra Eberhardt, second baseman for Avonworth. 1 for 1 today as well. So far, Amber McQuistion, 40 pitches in the early going. Pitching fairly well and pitching the contact, but unfortunately it's been finding all the gaps and all the holes in the defense for the Wolverines. First pitch there found at home plate. Makes the count 0-1. Again, both these teams vying for that third place state possible championship run, and I believe that will begin officially next week, as that one is fouling off, makes count 0-2. That pitch there inside and high for ball one. At the plate again, Eberhardt, number 14 for Avonworth. Good contact there, right to the glove of Luke Raleigh. Throw to first in time for the second out. Runner will advance to second base. So 2 outs here with the runner number 10, Jayla Jones, at second. That'll bring up number 6, the third baseman, Lexi Savitt. Looking to get the runner there at second across the board. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch there, caught Savitt ahead, 0-1 now. Savitt today, 1 for 1. Lexi Savitt. 0-1 count. Off-speed again, up higher this time, makes count 0-2. So 2 outs here, 0-2 count. Big pitch here from McQuistion up high. Makes count 1-2. Again, this field here for Plum High School, the Mustangs. Off-speed pitch outside evens at 2-2. Got a nice venue here. You got the turf softball field, turf baseball field to our right, and then you also got the football field right behind us. 2-2 count from McQuistion. Off-speed right there down the middle for strike 3. That'll take us to the bottom of the second. It's still 7-0 Avonworth in the early going. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the second. Box score so far, Avonworth 7 runs, 5 hits, no errors. On the flip side, Elwood 2 donuts and 7 errors through 2 innings. At the plate for Elwood City, that'll be number 31, Sarah Schwartz. She swings there at the first pitch. Makes count 0-1. Sarah Schwartz, one of the 2 seniors on the team, first baseman, batting .418 on the season. She'll be heading to Penn State Barron to continue her softball career. I believe she's going into elementary education. So we wish her the best moving forward. Going to Penn State Barron. 0-2 count here for Schwartz. Pitch right there, called third strike for the first out of the bottom of the second. So far, Linhart pitching right straight down the middle and making things count. Looks like Elwood's kind of being a little bit reserved here, holding back. And fortunately, when it's 7 runs up on the board against you, you got to quickly make adjustments. And there you go, first adjustment there. Foul ball down the left line, but a good contact swing there by number 24. That's Amber McQuistion, the pitcher, batting .424 on the season. Just looking to get something in the field of play for Elwood. So far, everything has been to shortstop and third. Here's the 0-1 count. Off-speed pitch there, catch the top of the zone, makes it now quickly 0-2. No 2 pitch. Good contact a little bit late down in the bottom of the zone. Fouled all the way to the baseball field of things. So that'll keep McQuistion alive here. Contact fouled again. This time it stays on the softball side of things. Foul territory. Linhart doing very well so far in the pitch count department. Only 19 pitches so far in this one. This time a little chuck swing there. Hit the bat in the inside corner, and that throws the time at first base by third baseman Lexi Savitt for the second out. So that'll bring up number 25, that being Riley Prestapine, the catcher, batting .438. Double digits in extra base hits as we kind of head to the meat of the lineup here for Elwood. More power-based. First pitch from Linhart, down low for ball 1. Got to give credit to Prestapine for her numbers. A lot of teams pitch around her, especially when Elwood has, well, 5+ batters batting .300 or better. That one there catches inside corner, makes the count even 1-1. 1-1 pitch from Linhart, down low, hits the base, taps around, makes the count now 2-1 in favor of Prestapine. Got to give credit to both the volunteer coaches here for Avonworth and Elwood. They're going to be keeping the softballs dry. They've got the Gatorade towels and everything. And again, folks, if you're joining us from your living room, it is raining consistently throughout this game so far. That one in top left corner there makes the count now even 2-2. So Deuces Wild, 2 outs here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elwood looking for basically their first runner of the game at first base. Here's the pitch. Good contact. This is going to drop, I believe. Yes, it does. And actually gets past the left fielder's play. And Prestapine will get a double for Elwood City. A first base hit and runner of the game for the Wolverines. As the rain picks up here at Plum High School. Again, the rain is supposed to be here basically till about midnight in a sense. We're going to have a courtesy runner, and that will be number 22, that being Kara Kreitzer, She'll be the courtesy runner for Prestapine. Catcher there. Again, folks, if you don't know softball or baseball, that's because, well, the catcher's got to put on a lot of equipment to start the next inning. So we'll get that adjustment here. Umpire comes over, and we do appreciate that. He lets us know courtesy runner and everything, and trying to keep the softballs dry here, folks, as it is coming down pretty hefty here from Plum High School. Here's the first pitch at the at-bat. Up high for ball one. At the plate is number 14. That's Kaylee Palumbi, third baseman for Elwood, batting .245. That left side, a couple games ago against McGuffey, between Lucarelli and Palumbi, they had some big plays defensively. They kept McGuffey in check, 8-0, and they had a dance there against Mohawk, a 12-2 victory in favor of the Warriors. Got to give credit. We talked about her a couple times on the last broadcast. Addie Moskal and Mohawk Warriors. Again, they're in the championship game Thursday. That pitch there called a strike, makes count now 2-1. It's 2 outs here, 2-1 count. Runner at second, that being the courtesy runner, and that is Kara Kreitzer. Here's the pitch. Contact there, fouled out of play. Makes count 2-2 as the sun magically is showing itself. This is odd. The sun is directly right behind us. The sun has come out, but it is pouring. Wow. That is something new. Welcome to May weather. Good contact by Palumbi. Is this going to hang up? Nope. It's going to drop off the glove for a base hit, and that will plate the runner, Kara Kreitzer. So Wolverines do get one back here, folks, in the bottom of the second. It's now 7-1. So give credit there to the seventh hitter in the lineup, number 14, Kaylee Palumbi. Just enough contact there, and it trailed a little bit to the right. The left fielder's glove there, Reese Long. Hit her glove, dropped for the base hit there, and that'll plate the run. Again, 7-1 now. And this is what you got to do if you're Elwood. It's still the bottom of the second. Got to crawl back slowly, though, back into this one. At the plate, that's going to be the center fielder, number 10. That's Kylie Levere. First pitch there, missing, makes count 1-0. Levere on the season batting .154. As we head to the bottom of the lineup here, Elwood looking to just manufacture some runs. Pitch there, just missing again. Quickly 2-0 count now in favor of Levere. Here's the pitch. Contact there, fouled. Back to the backstop here, makes the count now 2-1. As our table space is starting to shrink a little bit as the rain is starting to make its way into our territory. That pitch missing there makes the count now 3-1. So 3-1 count here. Levere in the driver's seat. We'll see if she's told to hold back for a pitch or two from head coach Gary Ruzanski. Here's the pitch, missing, and that's ball 4. And just like that, Elwood plating first and second now as we head to the ninth batter in the lineup. That'll be number 2, senior for Elwood City, right fielder Caitlin Kreitzer, batting .167, and a big opportunity here. You just want to get something in the field of play. Make Avonworth defensively make the play. First pitch from Linhart, up high for ball 1. Runners will just kind of play a little bit of hopscotch with the catcher there. Emma Obersteiner just watching, making sure that they stay at first and second. Here's the 1-0 count. Off-speed pitch there, swing and a miss. Good pitch by Linhart there. Makes the count even 1-1. And folks, we do appreciate you tuning in. A little bit of a drive, about an hour or so drive for us here in the Elwood area. Pitch there, catches the zone, makes it count 1-2. Rain kind of dampened things a little bit. Riverside and Bentworth got their game in. Riverside defeating Bentworth 4-3 in the late going. Late heroics there, and I think in the 5th inning, 2 runs came across to win that one. Pitch down low, strike 3 called. Got to be tagged, and she is tagged. Kaylin could have run there to first, but unfortunately she is tagged at home plate. So we'll head to the top of the 3rd. Wolverines get one back. It's now 7-1 here in the 3rd place consolation game from Plum High School. All right, folks, welcome back here to Plum High School, top of the 3rd. We'll head to Avonworth's opportunity. First pitch swinging there. Shortstop is going to have to try and make a play, and unfortunately hits the glove several times, and it's going to go in as an error officially, I believe. And that'll put the runner there at first, just like that. Avonworth with a runner on base, that being number 8, Reese Long. So again, folks, if you're just joining us here, top of the 3rd inning, everything in favor of Avonworth in that 1st inning. 7 runs come across. They take the early 7-1 lead. Elwood does get one back in the 2nd, but the bats are alive. Good catch by the shortstop. Throw, nope. Unfortunately, almost a double play there. The throw was in time, but unfortunately, first baseman Sarah Schwartz just a misplay there at first, but they do get the first out of the inning. Line drive contact there by Linhart. So runner's still there at first, that being Reese Long. That'll bring up number 2, Gabby Innerthal. Innerthal 0 for 1 today. First pitch there, down low for ball 1. Off-speed pitch there, right down the middle, evens count 1 up. Now 1-1. Pitch contact there, foul out of play. So that'll put McQuistion ahead here, 1-2, as the rain has consistently come down for the past 20 minutes or so. And it looks like there is no end in sight. Pitch up high by McQuistion, evens count 2-2. Again, the winner of this game joins Mohawk and South Park as representatives for 3A state championships. Contact to the right fielder, Caitlin Kreitzer makes the catch for a loud second out here for Elwood, and they're potentially looking for 0 up on that board. Makes a difference here. Not 1, 2, 3, but limiting the damage so far in this 3rd inning. At the plate now will be officially number 4 as we head back to the top of the lineup. Sydney Savitt, 1 for 2 today. Off-speed pitch there, catches the bottom left corner for first strike. Question officially up to 57 pitches in this one. Good contact right back up through the middle where it came from. And just like that, Savitt now 2 for 3 on the day, and that put runners first and second. So then I'll play Sydney Savitt at first. Slide Innerthal there to second, and that will bring up now number 20, Emma Obersteiner, the catcher for Antelopes. 0 for 2 today, but she's gotten the ball in the field of play several times, as most of this lineup for Avonworth. Very good contact team. First pitch right there down the middle for called strike one. Pitch there outside, makes the count even 1-1. As the paperwork, the folders, the paperwork, the whole works is starting to get a little bit wet here underneath the table. Pitch there missing, makes the count now 2-1. Fortunately, that's just how it's going to be pretty much for the rest of the evening. A lot of rain. 2-1 count. Contacted her to the third baseman's glove. Plumby goes past her, so that'll go down as an error. They're going to send the runner home. Throw was in time, unfortunately not caught. Second run will come across, and she is safe as well. So a nice play and contact by Emma Obersteiner. That will plate 2 more runs. Avonworth adds 2. It's now 9-1. Wow. Sometimes, folks, it's about getting things in the field of play, just making contact. And again, this rain playing havoc. Fortunately, that'll go down as an error, and that'll plate 2 more runs. It's now 9-1 Avonworth. And they still got a runner there at second. First pitch, ball went up high. At the plate is number 19, that being Abby Brooks, first baseman for Avonworth. 1-0 count. Pitch there outside again, makes it quickly 2-0 in favor of Avonworth. I believe Abby Brooks, one of the 5 seniors for Avonworth. Pitch there, called strike, makes count now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 count. Off-speed pitch, catches the zone there, makes it now even 2-2. Here's the 2-2 count. Contact in the foul territory. It is going to drop on the dugout, so we'll keep the batter alive, being once again Abby Brooks. Folks who are looking to go to the WPIAL championships down at the Wild Things Park and whatnot, and all these Consolation games, expect rain. That one's in fair territory. McQuestion throws a first in time as the runner, Abby Brooks, trips over the base there. She comes up looking okay, maybe a little bit of limp, but she'll get a little pat on the helmet there, and that will be the third out of the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the third. It's now 9-1, Avonworth Antelopes. folks, looking back here, bottom of the third inning, chance here for Elwood. They'll have to get a couple runs back here, as it's 2 more runs by Avonworth at the top of the third. That'll make the score now 9-1 for the away team, technically the 4 seed in the bracket, right behind number 3 seed Elwood City. They got the higher seed by 1 based upon the head-to-head during the regular season. Elwood 2-0 against Avonworth. Off-speed pitch there, contact caught by the third baseman's glove. Once again, that being Lexi Savitt for the first out. Hate the old adage, but we got to say it. It's usually hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. And unfortunately for baseball, we kind of felt that against Mohawk. And, well, things right now not looking too bleak for Elwood City. Bottom of the third, 9-1. Got to get some runners. First pitch here, number 15, Crystal Felino, is a ball. So far, Allie Linhart, good line for Avonworth. 41 pitches, only 1 run here on 1 hit. If you're Elwood City, if you're looking at game changer, don't. The errors are ridiculous. Because unfortunately for Elwood, they've hit the 10 mark, double-digit marks in errors. 10 errors so far in this one, and unfortunately the rain has kind of played havoc in that as well. That one was fielded by second baseman, throw to first in time, so Elwood quickly 2 outs in this one, inning here, bottom of the third. That'll bring up Alexis Beck. First pitch there, missing for ball 1. Again, this winner of this game here will join South Park and Mohawk next week or over the weekend. Basically, state championships bracket will get underway. Good contact there by Beck. She'll beat it out. Nice glove by the shortstop, but base hit for Beck. She'll be plated there at first base. And that'll go down officially as the second hit for Elwood on the evening. So they'll put Beck at first. Now at the plate is number 31. That's Sarah Shorts, first baseman for Elwood. She'll step off here, granted time. Both pitcher and batter will reset here. First pitch swinging there. Fouled out of the play to the right side and make the count 0-1. Again, Sarah Schwartz will continue her softball career there at Penn State Barron, one of the 2 seniors. Caitlin Kreitzer will go to Westminster for basketball. Pitch down low, swing and a miss there for strike 2. Runner does not advance. There is one benefit here. It's behind home plate with the rain and the wet turf. The ball may not bounce as much, and the short is a very, very short backstop. We're talking within 3 feet of the batter's box on the backside. Pitch there, just missing up high, makes the count now 1-2. So Beck at first, 2 outs here for Elwood. 1-2 pitch from Linhart to Schwartz. Pitch there, caught the corner, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. All things in favor of the Antelopes. It's now 9-1. right, folks, welcome back here. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Avonworth with a 9-1 lead here as they picked up 2 runs in the top of the third. Elwood held to just that 1 run in the second so far. And this is all coming after a 7-run, 11-batter first inning by Avonworth. That one will hang up here for the left fielder. She'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. So now batting for Avonworth will be number 14. As the rain continues to come down and the wind just picked up, and well, if it's not soaking wet underneath the tarp, it is soaking wet now. So at the plate is number 14. That's Alexandra Eberhardt. So far today, 0 for 2. Off-speed pitch there will bring the count back even now, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 count. Found out of play, makes the count now 1-2 in favor of McQuistion on the mound. Again, 15-6 record, I believe, last year, 11-9 this year. So McQuistion just underneath that 30-win mark in her career. She crossed over 360-some strikeouts this season. She'll be on pace. There's a chance she could possibly go for 500 in her career if all things work out in her favor. 2-2 count from McQuistion. Pitch there, catches inside corner for strike 3, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So up next for Avonworth, that'll be number 6. That's Lexi Savitt. Batting for Avonworth. 1 for 2 today. So far, Avonworth sitting there with 6 hits in this one. First pitch swing. Makes count 0-1. Got to give credit to Savitz. They have been lethal at the plate. First pitch swinging, and usually most of them go forward. Here's the 0-1 count from McQuistion. Up high, evens it now 1-1. Here's the 1-1 count. Just missing down low, makes the count 2-1 now in favor of Lexi. Again, both these teams in section play. This is the third game between them. This one will hang up. It will be caught by a right fielder, the senior, Caitlin Kreitzer, in right field, foul territory for the third out. So, folks, we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. We're getting close to halfway. It's 9-1 in favor of Avonworth. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the fourth inning as we hit the halfway mark in this one. Things so far are going in favor of Avonworth. A 9-1 lead, 7 of those 9 coming in the first inning. If you're just now joining us, we hit the top of the hour, 7:01 local time. These two teams vying for that third place consolation and an opportunity to play at least one more game next week in the state playoffs. As we see the pitching duel here between the two. Allie Linhart so far with the lead and on the mound. Her pitch down low for ball 3. On the flip side, Amber McQuistion again batting .424. She's at the plate here for Elwood City. 3-0 count here. First opportunity for the Wolverines to get a runner on the first bat. 4 straight balls by Linhart will plate McQuistion at first. So we'll see if that will give Elwood a little bit of a light here in the early going. It looks like we will have yet again another courtesy runner. That will be again 22, Kara Kreitzer. My apologies. Kara went and came in for Prestapine, so this will be number 6. And that'll be Kira Condell. So number 6 will be taking over, courtesy runner there for McQuistion, the pitcher. So I'll bring up number 25. That's Riley Prestapine, catcher here for Elwood. Runner at first, that being Condell. First pitch to Prestapine, right there, right down the middle for a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1 count. Pitch there, called a strike, and quickly Linhart gets back after 4 straight balls, comes back with 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Nice swing there by Prestapine just to stay alive here, 0-2. Again, Prestapine, one of a few Elwood batters with extra base hits across the board. She's close to double digits in doubles now, and she's also hit a couple home runs on the season. Contact and power is the name of the game for her. That one there, she knew it as well. She took a couple steps. That one catches top inside for strike 3. Got to give credit to Linhart. 4 balls followed up by 3 strikes in a row. So we'll head to the 7th batter in the lineup. That'll be number 14, Kaylee Palumby, the 3rd baseman for Elwood. Batting .245 on the season. First pitch swinging, and this could be trouble. It's going to hang up just long enough for the right fielder. Throw back to first, not in time, but good awareness by right fielder there. Jayla Jones should make the 2nd out and almost double up the runner. So up next for Elwood will be number 10. That'll be Kylie Levere, the center fielder for Elwood. Again, bottom of 4th inning here, 9-1 lead for Avonworth. First pitch of the bat, fouled straight back here. That'll make the count 0-1. Just clears into the baseball field. Again, folks, if you're just joining us here, have not been to Plum High School, beautiful, beautiful fields here. Turf field for softball all the way around, all the way to the outfield. Baseball field, really good as well to the right of us. And then the football field stuck in right behind us as well. There is only one knock. It is an hour drive from Elwood. That pitch there catches the zone, makes the count 0-2. So 2 outs here, 0-2 count here on Levere. Condell there at first. Here's the pitch, just miss. Must have been just a little bit outside there, makes the count 1-2. One-two pitch. Contact back up the middle. Base hit there by Levere. That's going to put Kira Condell. She'll turn for 3rd, and that's going to be a nice double by Levere. That'll plate runners now 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. So we'll head to the bottom lineup here, and that'll be the senior number 2, Caitlin Kreitzer, playing in right field. She had that big fly ball out down the right field line to end the last inning. We'll see what she can do here. Again, folks, all you need is good contact, a little line drive, and that could be trouble. And there is a big gap right up through the middle. First pitch here, up high. for ball one. Good defense there by the catcher, Emma Obensteiner, to grab that one. Again, short backstop here at Plum, but if that hits the fence, you don't know where it could go. Here's the 1-0 count. Contact, just foul. Oh. We're talking milliseconds, folks. If that was just a swing a little bit earlier, that's down the first baseline. That could be trouble there for Avonworth. Either way, comes back as a foul ball, makes the count even 1-1. This will be pitch number 65 for Linhart. That one inside for ball two, so Kreitzer gets ahead in the count 2-1. Caitlin coming off of an MVP there in the Round Ball Classic for the All-Star Games. She finished with 10 points for the 3A basketball team. That pitch is down low, gets past the catcher. Runners do not advance, but that'll make the count now 3-1 on Kreitzer. And that's what Caitlin will be doing next year. She'll be playing for Westminster, so indirectly a couple teammates up there in Westminster, the Titans, starting to turn into the Wolverines. A couple players up there at Westminster College. So, runners second and third here, 2 outs, 3-1 pitch from Linhart to Kreitzer. Big opportunity here for Elwood. Got to get back in at the bottom of the fourth. Pitch there, called strike, and now it's full. The first time today, full count for Linhart and Avonworth. Here's the full count pitch. Contact in the field of play. It's going to be a play for the second baseman. Throw to first in time. Give credit to Linhart and company, getting through the inning unscathed. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. It's now 9-1 in favor of Avonworth. All right, folks, welcome back here. Top of the 5th inning. 9-1 lead here in favor of Avonworth. First pitch swing here, right back to McQuistion. Unfortunately, there for number 8, that's Reese Long. Just missed the bat there. Basically hits the inside of the bat, and that's like a dud. And good catch there by the pitcher, McQuistion, for the first out. So after that first inning of 7 runs, since then, Avonworth has kind of been held in check here. Just 2 runs in this third. Unfortunately, though, on the flip side for Elwood, Elwood has been held to just 4 hits. More importantly, 1 run so far through 4 innings. At the plate now for Avonworth, that'll be number 21. It's Allie Linhart. That's kind of why you saw the towel removal there. She uses the towel for pitching. When you're at the plate, though, you cannot have it. Pitch there, fouled back, makes the count even 1-1. Sorry, 0-2 now. My apologies. So again, the box score so far, 9 runs on 6 hits, 1 error for Avonworth. On the flip side, Elwood, 1 run, 3 hits, but 10 errors. Play for the second baseman, throw to first, plenty of time. Nice play there by Crystal Felino for the second out of the inning. So up next for Avonworth, that'll be number 2, Gabby Innerthal. Looking to get the Avonworth's first runner, plate runner here of the inning. So far they've been held in check. 0 for 2 today is Innerthal. First pitch there, ball. A little down low, makes the count 1-0. Again, folks, rain steadily falling, although it's kind of died down this inning, as that one is fouled off, makes the count even 1-1. If you're looking to do something outside in the next 3 or 4 hours, well, don't. It's supposed to rain. It's about 10:50 local time here at Plum High School. And if you're looking to go to a WPIAL championship game, bring a couple umbrellas. It's not looking too pretty the rest of the week as well. An off-speed pitch there by McQuistion. Swing and a miss. Makes count 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from McQuistion. Contact fouled off there. So that'll keep number 2, Gabby Innerthal, alive here at the plate. Top of the 5th inning, 9-1 lead by the number 4 seed. Again, both these teams vying for the 3rd and final spot for state playoffs. That pretty much guarantees you one more game in your season. Pitch up high for ball 2. Fortunately for the loser, your season is officially in the books. Here's the 2-2 count. Contact there. Nice stop by shortstop Luke Raleigh. Throw to first in time, and Sarah Schwartz makes the grab at first as well. Nice stretch by the first baseman, Schwartz. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Still Avonworth 9, Elwood City 1. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Just 3 more innings in line for Elwood. They got to get 8 runs in those innings. This one rolls back fair. My goodness, everything in favor of Avonworth. As Luke Raleigh hits that one, bounces foul right outside the batter's box and rolls back in fair territory. Give credit to the catcher, Emma Obensteiner, making that throw down to first for the first out. So that'll bring up number 15, that being Felino, the second baseman for Elwood. So they look to just get runners. It's kind of a broken record here in the past couple games, but you just need runners. Contact there, pop fly, that won't do it. Play by the shortstop, nice call off by Savitt, Sydney Savitt for the second out, and quickly 2 gone. So that'll bring up number 3, Alexis Beck, left fielder for Elwood City. Again, quickly 2 gone. Got to give credit to Linhart here, making quick work. McQuistion and Linhart kind of putting up some zeros up on that board. First pitch down low for ball 1. Championship game for 3A softball. That'll be played Thursday at noon. That'll be between the number 1 seed South Park Eagles. Perfect, 19-0 on the line against the 2 seed Mohawk Warriors. Good contact there. That's going to go to the fence, and that is a home run by number 3, Alexis Beck. She will come back and touch the second base. She'll make sure of that. She rounds third base, gets a high five there, and congratulations from Rosansky. And that's a big run there. Good contact to left field, a line drive, home run by number 3, Alexis Beck. That'll make the score now officially 9-2. Wolverines get one back here now. So that'll bring up number 31, Sarah Schwartz, first baseman, senior for Elwood here. Gonna be doing this with 2 outs on the board, but Wolverines do get one back. Pitch down low, swing and a miss there for 0-1. Wind is kind of stopped here, so got to give credit. Alexis Beck got all of that one. That was a good contact fly ball to left field. Pitch there up high, evens the count now 1-1. So indirectly, folks, if you're an Avonworth fan, the only blemish so far would be basically that home run by Linhart. She has limited damage. That's the first run since the second inning. Got a little bit of wiggle room with a 9-2 lead here. Pitch up high for ball 2. Two-one count, foul, line drive, foul. That one well, that'll pretty much make it almost the first base in the baseball field. That was strike well, but foul. Makes count now 2-2. There's the pitch from Linhart. Down low off the base there, makes count full 3-2. So Linhart so far, 34 2/3, only 2 runs given up, 9-2 lead here. Looking to limit the damage here and get out of the inning here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 full count pitch. Just there, just missing up inside. So that'll be a walk, and that'll plate Sarah Schwartz now at first. So that'll bring up the opposing pitcher, number 24 there, Amber McQuistion. 0 for 1 today. She was walked as well, so good opportunity here to maybe get a base hit here and cause some trouble on the bases. First pitch swing, strike 1. As the lights start to come on here at Plum High School. So we head to the bottom of the hour, 7:20 local time here. 0-1 pitch, contact there. This may hang up. It's going to drop foul though. So staying alive is McQuistion. The count though moves to 0-2. McQuistion getting directions from head coach Gary Rosansky. 0-2 pitch here, 2 outs. Contact fouled back. McQuistion just a little bit underneath that one. Again, Elwood looking to just get some base runners here after the home run to left field there by Beck. Elwood just down now 7. Contact there. It's going to hang up the right field line, and it's going to be caught by the right fielder, Jayla Jones, for the 3rd out. Wolverines get one back. We'll head to the top of the 6th. It's now 9-2 in favor of Avonworth. folks. Welcome back here, top of the 6th inning. Avonworth with a 9-2 lead here. Elwood does get one back by the home run by number 3, Alexis Beck, in the bottom of the 5th. But so far, Avonworth in the driver's seat here, up by 7. First pitch, the bat here is a ball up high. Number 4, Sydney Savant at the plate here. 1-0 count right there, makes the count even 1-1. Rain has, for the most part, died down. It's just a light little sprinkle, but that will not change the field of play. It is soaking wet, folks, as we've had rain pretty much since we've arrived right around 4:15, 4:30 local time. Here's the 1-2 pitch from McQuistion. Up high, evens count now 2-2. Savant, one of the 2 Savants on the team, Lexi and Sydney. Sydney going to Division I Rider for softball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Up high, makes count now full for Savant. Sydney so far 2 for 3 today. The top of the lineup. Full count pitch. Contact into the field of play. Hangs up for right fielder Kreitzer. Wind brings it back in. She'll make the catch, though, for the first out of the inning. So up next for Avonworth, that'll be number 20. That's Emma Obersteiner, catcher for Avonworth. First pitch inside, missing the zone, makes the count 1-0. Avonworth so far in this one, sitting there officially with 6 hits. If you're Elwood City, 10 errors up on that board, and you can kind of get away with a couple errors, mind you, 2 or 3 possibly if you got good pitching. But right now, Elwood just needs, they need runners. As the 10 errors basically have counted for all 9. That pitch there hit the batter on the way through, so that'll put the runner up there at first. And that'll bring up number 19, that's Abby Brooks, the first baseman for Avonworth. 1 gone here with the runner at first being Obensteiner. Contact back up the middle, the center fielder, that's Levere. She'll get underneath of it, make the catch for a big second out for the Wolverines. So 2 gone here, runner at first, and that'll bring up number 10. That's Jayla Jones, the right fielder. Again, one of the 5 seniors on this team for Avonworth. Last year they lost 5 seniors and some all-state players across the board. They got 5 more, though, this year, and I tell you what, if you look at their lineup or their roster, they've got numbers across the board. That pitch slides outside, makes the count quickly 2-0. Looking at that roster, I believe Avonworth right around 23-some players on that lineup. 2-0 count from McQuistion, down low for ball 3, and it's a 3-0 count now for the batter, Jones. 2 outs here. 3-0 count for McQuistion to Jones. Good contact, rip there. That's going to be a base hit and more. Goes to the fence line. She'll turn for 2, and she will get in there with a double. That being number 10, Jayla Jones. So that'll plate runners 2nd and 3rd for Avonworth. So that'll bring up number 14, Alexander Eberhardt, second baseman for Avonworth. As the Antelopes are looking to potentially close this one out. 10-run rule can come into play here. Avonworth needs 3, and that's going to add to it. Base hit, line drive right up the middle. That'll plate 2 runs. Throw comes in, and she is safe. So a base hit base hit RBI, 2 RBIs there for Eberhardt, makes the score now 11-2 in favor of Avonworth. And just like that, folks, this is a big at bat here for number 6, Lexi Savant. Looking to add to the list. 2 outs, runner there at first. Here's the pitch. Called strike up high. Savant 1 for 3 today. As Avonworth now basically accounting for 8 hits across the board. Up high again, makes it quickly 1-1 now. Question crossing that 100 pitch mark. Officially at 106 in this one. Pitch there, fouled back. Puts McQuestion ahead 1-2. One-two pitch here from McQuestion. Off speed, drops down low for ball 2. That'll make the count 2-2, 2 outs here, runner first. Well, Avonworth stacking up the runs, another 2 across the board, making it 11-2. Contact there, it's a little flare to the right side here. First baseman Schwartz makes the catch, but not before Avonworth strikes for 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 11-2 in favor of Avonworth. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the 6th inning. 11-2 lead here for the number 4 seed, Avonworth Antelopes. They got 2 more back in the 6th as they look to close this one out. Bottom of the 6th inning here. First pitch swinging by Riley Prestapine. That'll put the left fielder right to the fence line, the warning track, but it is caught by the left fielder, that being Reese Long. So a long, loud first out of the inning. Up next for Elwood, that'll be number 14. That's Kaylee Plumby, the third baseman for Elwood. Again, for Elwood, you're just looking to make contact in the field of play, preferably line drive to get on base. First pitch drops down low for ball 1. Give credit to Linhart so far in this one, holding the Wolverines in check, giving up only 4 hits basically in this one. 2 runs, 1 those runs via the home run. Good contact back up the middle. Just missing the glove is Linhart, and that'll be a base hit there for Palumbi, so that'll put a runner on base. Not sure if it contacted Linhart. She reached down. Not sure if it contacted her, but she kind of stepped off the plate there, and she kind of twisted a little bit wrong. She looks okay, just you feel it. When you kind of fall, you feel it on the turf here. So she worked through that a little bit. Runner does get the first base on the base hit there. That being Plumby. So that'll bring up number 10, Kylie Levere, the center fielder here. Looking to keep the runners advancing here. First pitch right down the middle. So Linhart comes back with a pitch. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 count. Off speed there. Swing and a miss. Makes the count now 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Linhart. Down low. Makes count 1-2. Elwood scoring runs in the second and the fifth, but held in check. Other than that, 2 runs across the board, 1 via the home run by Beck in the fifth. 1-2 pitch. Hangs up, but just outside, makes the count even now 2-2. Two pitch. Contact found. Staying alive is Levere. As we cross the bottom of the hour here, 7:33 local time. Two pitch here from Linhart. Off speed again, swing and miss for strike 3, and there's 2 gone. So 2 outs in the inning. Bottom of the lineup here, and that'll bring up number 2, the senior, Caitlin Kreitzer, right fielder, making a couple catches in the field of play here, looking to get something back here. 0 for 2 today, but again, with a runner at first. First pitch swing, back up the middle, gets to the second baseman's glove, although it gets past there as well, so that'll go down as a base hit line grounder up the middle by Kreitzer, put runners at first and second. So that'll go in the books officially now as I believe that'll be the 6th hit for Elwood. We'll head back to the top of the lineup here, and they'll bring up number 11, Lena Lucarelli, shortstop for Elwood. First pitch, fouled off the tip of the bat, makes the count 0-1. One pitch, contact, foul, ripped to the right side. That'll make the count now 0-2. So 2 outs here, runners at first and second for Elwood. 0-2 pitch, outside, makes the count now 1-2. Again, runners will have to wait till the pitch being thrown out of the circle. But any contact here, runners will be going. Got to get it in the field of play. 1-2 pitch, down low in the dirt. They're leaving it now 2-2. As we drop below 60 degrees, it's 58. But the rain and the clouds and a little bit of a breeze, it feels cold, folks, especially for me. 2-2 pitch. Outside, just missing there, makes the count now full, 3-2. So big pitch, a big at-bat here from the junior, Lena Lucarelli. Sorry, the sophomore. Looking to make this happen here. Big opportunity at the top of the lineup. Here's the full count pitch. Contact there. Foul territory. Home plate umpire quickly called that one, as that one was foul by about a step or two, so about 2 feet. So staying alive is Lucarelli. So 3-2 pitch here. 2 outs. Contact, foul out of play to the baseball field. So Lucarelli will stay alive. Good at bat here from Lena Lucarelli. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Down low for ball 4. It'll get past the catcher, but either way, it'll be a walk, and it'll put runners now on every base. The bases are loaded, first, second, and third for Elwood with 2 outs. So I'll bring up number 15, Beam Crystal Felino, second baseman with 2 outs here. Bases loaded for Elwood. First pitch up high for ball 1. So 1-out count here. Bases loaded. Contact in the field of play. Is this going to hang up? It does for the right fielder's glove. Nice catch by right fielder Jayla Jones for the 3rd out. That'll shut down bases loaded. We'll head to the top of the 7th now. Avonworth up 11-2 in this 3rd place consolation game from Plum High School. All right, folks, welcome back to Plum High School here, top of the 7th. Last inning in this one as of right now. 11-2 lead in favor of Avonworth. So I'll come to the plate. And at the plate is number 8. That's Reese Long, left fielder for the Antelopes. Coming to play the number 4 seed here. And pitch outside, evens the count 1-1. Winner of this one will advance as the 3rd place team from WPIALs, the 3A level. And they will be in the state playoffs next week. The loser goes home. Their season is over. Chance here for Luke Raleigh at shortstop. Throw a little high, and that will put the runner at first on the errant throw over first base. So that'll plate Long at first. And that will now bring up number 21, Allie Linhart, pitcher who's done a very good job on the mound. I'll look to turn and make it happen at the plate. 0 for 3 today. First pitch, she thought about it. She does hold back and check, and she's kind of smiling at that one. Don't blame her. Nice check swing there. 1-0 count from McQuistion. This time, contact, ripped to the center field. It hangs up, and it hits the top of the fence line. That'll be a base hit, double. That'll put runners now 2nd and 3rd. That one just missing a home run. And, folks, you look at your screen, you can kind of see the text, the white text at the fence line. That's pretty much as how high it was, a little bit there to left field. So a double, and that'll put runners now 2nd and 3rd. Here with nobody out in the top of the 7th. We'll have a courtesy runner there for the pitcher, Linhart. That'll be number 9, Natalie D'Ambrosio. So that'll bring up number 2, Gabby Innerthal. First pitch right down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 count here from McQuistion. Contact in the field of play to the right side. This will hang up for the right fielder, Kreitzer. Runners will fake tag and go back to 2nd and 3rd. So a nice play by Kreitzer and good throw to keep him at bay. So we head back to the top of the lineup, and they'll bring up number 4. That's the shortstop, Sydney Savant, with 1 out here. 2nd and 3rd. First pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Sydney 2 for 4 today. This Avonworth team looking to bounce back after a 9-6 loss to South Park. They have been lights out so far in this one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Contact in the field of play. It's going to go foul, though. So I'll make the count now 1-2 in favor of McQuistion on the mound. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High, makes the count even 2-2. Two pitch from McQuistion outside, and all of a sudden it's a full count now on the batter, Savant. 3-2 count, runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Contact, it's going to be fouled straight up for the catcher. Prestapine, she'll make the count, and a big out, second out here in the inning. So 2 outs here, runners second and third. 11-2 victory lead here at the moment for Avonworth. They're looking to close this one out, knowing that they are just basically 3 outs at the bottom of the inning away from third place. That'll bring up number 20, Emma Obersteiner. Swing, contact in the field of play. That'll plate 1 run. They'll send a second. And just like that, a base hit single, 2 RBIs. It's now 13-2 in favor of Avonworth. And that will officially put us at 11-run lead here for Avonworth. Either way, this one not looking too good as we head to the bottom of the seventh inning. Right now, Elwood would have to score at least 11. Avonworth did score 7 in the first, but they have been on fire at the plate. First pitch in the at-bat, up high for ball 1. At the plate is Abby Brooks, the first baseman for the Lopes. It looks like we're going to get a courtesy for the catcher. That'll be number 16. That'll be Sarah Janicki. She'll give courtesy to number 20, the catcher for Avonworth. So 2 outs here, courtesy at first. That'll be 16, Janicki. 1-0 count here to the batter, and that being Brooks. One-0 count. Line drive, base hit to the left field. This is going to go all the way to the fence line. She'll turn for 2. And she will get in with a loud line drive, double. That'll put runners now second and third with 2 outs in the inning. So at the plate now for Avonworth, that'll be number 10. That's Jayla Jones. She'll come to play with runners at second and third, 2 outs here. Avonworth striking for 2, a 13-2 lead now. Pitch there, fouled. She was just a little bit over top of it. Makes count 0-1. I believe they have baseball going on right beside us here. So they kick their music on. 0-1 count, off speed, swing and a miss there for strike 2. So 0-2 count from McQuistion to Jones. Wolverines looking to end this inning and get the bats. They got 3 more outs to go here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch there, just missing outside, makes the count now 1-2. Cushion will be pitching number 129 in this one. Contact fouled, staying alive. There's the batter, Jones. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, makes the count even now 2-2. Avonworth striking now for officially 10 hits in this one. Pitch there, fouled off again. On the flip side for Elwood, they've got officially 12 errors in this one, and that has been the name of the game for the Wolverines defense today. Errors across the board, and that has pretty much accounted for 11 of the 13 runs today. Pitch there, contact in the field of play for the first baseman, Schwartz. She'll make the catch, and that will end the top of the 7th. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance opportunity here. 3 outs for the Wolverines. They are down 13-2 for the number 4 seed, Avonworth Antelopes. Folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the 7th, last chance opportunity here for the Wolverines. They indirectly got to get lightning strike here. They got to go for 11 here in the bottom of the 7th. This one is over. First pitch swing by Schwartz going to be fouled back over the first baseline there. Makes the count 0-1. Alexis Beck hit that left field home run there to give Wolverines their second run of the game. Kind of closed the gap down to 7. It was a 9-2 lead then, but Avonworth back-to-back innings for 2 runs as we sit here 13-2. Next pitch outside for ball 1 makes the count even, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Contact in the field of play. Play for the third baseman's glove. Throw in first in time, but it gets past the first baseman's glove. So that'll put Beck at first as she slips and gets back up. So that's what the Wolverines need. They need runners, and there's one of them at first. So up next for the Wolverines, that'll be number 31. That's Sarah Schwartz. Nobody out here, runner at first. Pitch there up high for ball 1. One-0 count. Up high, makes a 2-0 in favor of Schwartz at the plate. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Linhart. Up high again, and back-to-back pitches up high from Linhart. As the rain has officially stopped here, but everything is soaking wet and cold. 3-0 count. Right there down the middle for strike 1. So runner at first there, being Beck. Shorts the plate, 3-1. Down low for ball 4, and now we got back-to-back runners for Elwood, first and second. Again, doing this with nobody out. Up to the plate is number 24, that being Amber McQuestion for the Wolverines. First and second now. Nobody out for McQuestion and Elwood. First pitch swinging right up the middle there. It's going to hang up to the left side. They're going to call an infield fly roll, so there's one gone here in the bottom of the 7th. So up next for Elwood, that'll be number 25, the catcher, Riley Prestapine. First and second with only one gone here. First pitch down low for ball 1. Runners will go back to first and second. A little breeze picks up here, keeping everything brisk and cold tonight as we drop below 58 degrees. Pitch down low again for ball 2. So 2-0 count now for Linhart on the mound. Here's the 2-0. Inside, makes count now 3-0 in favor of Prestapine at the plate. Here's the 3-0 count. Called strike there. Makes count now 3-1. As the wind picks up a little bit. Blowing right into us, straight on. 3-1 count. Up high for ball 4, and that'll walk the bases loaded now with only one out. So Elwood in business here. That'll bring up number 14, Kaylee Palumbi for Elwood. So courtesy runner, that'll be number 22, and that's Kara Kreitzer for the catcher for Elwood at first base. So bases loaded here, one out. That'll bring up number 14, Kaylee Palumbi. First pitch up high for ball 1. That pitch there, called a strike, makes the count even 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Contact, check swing, throw back to third in time. My goodness, what a way to finish it. A double play by the pitcher, Linhart. She'll throw to third for both the second and third out, folks. And that will officially put this one in the books. A 13-2 final score here in favor of Avonworth. Wow, folks. We'll take a break here. We'll come back. 13-2 lead, final score here. We'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll wrap things up. right, folks, welcome back here to Plum High School. Final score, the number 4 seed, the Avonworth Antelopes, will officially move on as the third-place team here for 3A softball, and they will be playing in the state championship playoff bracket next week. On the flip side, for Elwood City, unfortunately, their season comes to an end and a close. They will finish the season 11-10 as they will take their last little finalized end of the game cheer here as they will wrap the season up, finishing the season 11-10, but nonetheless a good one in that as they made it back to WPIAL playoffs. And a good opportunity, unfortunately, comes to an end against the number 4 seed Avonworth Antelopes. The box score across the board, Avonworth scoring 13 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. On the flip side, Elwood finished with 2 runs, 6 hits, and unfortunately they had 12 errors in this game. And unfortunately, folks, you can make 1 or 2, but when you have double digits in errors, they will come back to bite you, and it did. It accounted for 11 of the 13 runs that were scored today, and that will finish the Wolverines season. Amber McQuishing went 7 innings, 10 hits, 13 runs, 2 earned, and finished with 4 strikeouts. On the flip side, Linhart, 7 innings, pitched 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. See, she's going to be your MVP of the game, finishing off the Wolverines, going the full distance here and adding 6 strikeouts. In terms of hitting-wise, got to give credit to, looks like Jayla Jones. She went 3 for 5 today, had 2 runs, and the bounce attack across the board at 7 of the 9 batters for Avonworth got a hit. Sydney Savant went 2 for 5, along with some RBIs across the board. And total bases, Jones with 4, Savant with 3. On the flip side for Elwood, you basically had, in a sense, the home run by Alexis Beck. She plated 5 bats today. Lavier with 2, Prestipine with 2. And you got to give credit. Beck went 2 for 4 with the 1 run, with the RBI home run. And that's how things wrap up here, folks. Final score, once again, in favor of the Avonworth Antelopes, 13-2. They will move on and play as the third-place team. For the Wolverines, another season in the books for head coach Gary Zansky and the Lady Wolverines. They will finish the season with 11-10 record, defeating these Lopes twice in the regular season. Unfortunately, the third time is a charm for Avonworth. Again, folks, we do appreciate you all season long tuning in here on Elwood City Sports. This pretty much wraps things up for Elwood City Spring Sports, and more importantly, this will be officially the last broadcast of the year for us here for Elwood City Sports. We do appreciate you guys tuning in all season long, every game throughout the entire spring sports, winter sports, and fall sports. We do this not only for the love of the game, but more importantly for you guys who are able to watch it and want to tune in. We do appreciate all the time and effort that you guys do, and the numbers are outstanding this year in terms of viewership, so we do appreciate that. On behalf of Elwood City Sports, for the final time, folks, Brad Windhorst, alongside my dad, Dave Windhorst, final score, one more time, in favor of Avonworth Antelopes, 13-2 over the Elwood City Wolverines. Good night, folks, and, well, we will see you sometime on the flip side on our social media accounts for Elwood City Sports. Good night, folks.